Hi, everybody. I'm Robin, and these are my reflections. Okay, so what happened was I got a big box from a beloved soul. She is a sweet soul and one of my oldest subscribers. She has been here since maybe I had like 20 subscribers on this channel, and one of the first people to ever like comment and chat with me in the comments below. And we've become internet friends, and I am just so excited to know her and thankful to her because to be honest, her support of my channel has kept me going, especially in the beginning when I just wasn't even sure what this was going to be. Just her chatting with me and making me feel part of the community. Those early on subscribers are the ones that made me keep making videos, and here we are today. So I think that I just wanted to say a big thank you to Jamie for sending me this big box of great things. But unfortunately, I made a whole big unboxing video and yeah, I deleted it. I don't know what happened. I think I was just cleaning out things so that I could export things and I deleted it accidentally. It's gone, y'all. I have to refilm it. So we're going to refilm it today. Unfortunately, quite a few of the things that were in the box, it was a huge box. There were so many things. And some of the things I had copies of already. And some things that I just felt would be better with someone else. And I've already passed them along. So I don't have them here to show you, but I am going to show you what I have left and what's still in my collection, and we'll talk about what I plan to do with these new things in my collection. So before we get started, I just wanted to give Jamie a shout out because not only is she a tarotista and a generous soul, but also a writer. And she has written a book called Jamie Helps Mel Write a Novel. I'll put it here on the screen. I'm going to put the link for this book down in the description box below if you're interested in picking it up and supporting Jamie. It is a book about writing, and it's only 60 pages, so it's not a lot to read if you're a writer and you're looking for inspiration, if you're looking for activities, if you're looking for correspondences between writing and there's some movies to watch to inspire yourself, some correspondences with tarot in there. There's all kinds of things, activities to do to strengthen your characterizations, all kinds of things in there. Really inspired me. I did do a full review of this in my May book reviews, which I'll put right here for you if you're interested in hearing the full review. But I will also put that link in the description box below if you want to run over and support Jamie. I would, I think that would be great. And tell her I said hi. I'm not showing these in any particular order, but the first deck on the stack here is Sakiaki Tarot for the Artist in Each of Us. This is the first edition, published in 2004. And this deck is now called I Am the Artist Tarot. I'll put a link in the description box below for the new edition if I can find it. But I have never owned this. Not the first edition, not the new edition, nothing. And this is not something I ever would have picked up for myself. But I got to tell you, I have been playing with this nonstop. Look at these backs. Oh my goodness. I love this. I love everything about this deck. I love the backs. I love the cardstock, which is like that rubbery kind of satiny, bouncy stock. It's probably my favorite cardstock of tarot decks in general. These images are so adorable. Let's zoom in so you can see. So here we have it. I love the borders. I like it when people play with the borders and they're not like all the same. So these have been painted and drawn on individually. So I like that they're all different. And just the imagery is cute. I mean, it's a typical deck, right? It's RWS, the Four of Coins, the Nine of Coins, the World, the Page of Swords. It's typical RWS, but the art style, y'all, the art style is so right up my alley. I just love this. I don't know what made me think I wouldn't. It reminds me of like Tim Burton meets Doug meets, I don't know, Nickelodeon. It's just great. It's Pinky and the Brain, all kinds of things mixed into one. The people don't have heads in this one. I do believe in the new one, the people have heads. Jamie and I were chatting about it, and she was saying that the artist said they had no clue why they didn't put heads on the people. So in the new one, they just put heads on the people. I was like, you know what? Sometimes you just don't need a head, and sometimes you need a head. You don't know when it's going to be. So I think it's fantastic that they don't have heads. I don't know why. It doesn't matter. It's just fun and quirky and something different in my collection. So I've been playing with this quite a bit recently. It's given alien a little bit. It's given funky, just cute, and I just like it. So this is the Sakiaki Tarot. Very excited to have it and have been messing with it nonstop. So I'm so glad that that I was able this was able to land in my collection. Thank you so much. I will try to be careful with the box because it is a first edition, but also I'm using it and it's got to come out in and out of the box, right? So hopefully I won't tear it up. We'll see. We'll see. I might have to put it in something else so that I don't tear up this little box, but I'm very excited about this. Very excited. I really love this. So this is the Sakiaki Tarot. The Dreaming Way Tarot is still here with me. This is by Rome Choi. This is another U.S. Games deck. Well, there's two of them here. This is the first one, I guess. You haven't seen the other one yet. But I would never have bought this. I mean, I had plenty of opportunity to buy it and I just never would have. And sometimes, when people give you things that you never would have bought for yourself, they feel a little different. They hit a little different, right? Because this is a gift now from someone that I really respect their taste and everything. So I wanted to take a closer look at it. And I did, and I really kind of like it. So I will say this, the artwork is very pretty. And I like the style of this. It feels very stylish. The clothing is stylish and fun. All of the outfits, it feels like fashion plates meets animation meets comic book. I don't know, meets Judy Bloom meets, I don't know, all kinds of things. And I just kind of like it. Like my inner teenager likes this. Like so I think it's fun and I think that the artwork is really pretty. This reminds me of like I don't even know who, Rumpelstiltskin or something. The clothing, some of these outfits I would absolutely wear. They are very RWS, but with a little bit of a different turn, a little bit of a different little different on the background here, a little different on the directionality. So it just gives you something else to work with. I really love these cups because I have bowls that look like these cups. So I was like, yeah, that's like my style altogether. So yeah, I like this. And I never would have looked twice at this. I really wouldn't. I had nixed this a long time ago, but when somebody gives you a gift, you look a little harder at it, right? And I really appreciate this. So yes, this is definitely going to be something I will be playing with. So I kept this one. This one feels very summery to me. I don't know if I'm going to get to it this summer because I've been playing with the Curious Travels a lot, and this one kind of feels a little similar in that vein. But if I don't get to it this summer, what I'll do is I'll keep it out for the fall for a little while. And if I don't get to it in the fall, then I'll definitely get to it next summer. But I kept this one. So this is the Dreaming Way Tarot. Cool. I'm excited to have it finally. And there's a Lenormand too. I probably won't get the Lenormand, but you never say never with me because I say I'm not going to get something and then I end up with it anyway. Speaking of Lenormand, I have the Maybe Lenormand here. This is another US game. Actually, there's three of them because this one. And so this is the other US Games deck I was thinking about that's in here. This is a playing card Lenormand deck. So it has all of the Lenormand cards in addition to the additional cards to make it a full 52 card deck. Very simple, clear imagery, big playing cards on there. And I think that the guidebook, I haven't really looked that hard at this, but it looks like, yeah, the guidebook has the keyword and then it tells you what it could signify and then it gives you some further keywords for all of them. So we stop at 36 and then here's 37 to 52. Additional 16 cards add a twist to the Lenormand tradition. They are based on a tangential lineage of similar decks, all claiming Mademoiselle Marie Anne Lenormand's ownership. While hardly any of these expanded decks are identical, they carry a very noticeable pattern, even ending on the same card, the safe. Okay, so it says these extra cards don't muddy up the meanings. They help carry a secondary focus. So if you're using all 52 cards, each card becomes more precise and thus the readings provide more clarity. For instance, if I was only using 36 cards, the flowers could represent creativity as a secondary meaning to delight. However, when using the added cards, rose brings the focus to the arts. Now, when I look at card number 9, I know that I'm focused on surprise because the other angle now rests with card number 40. Yeah. So that's kind of how you can use like the Rainer George method as well. So I'm excited to have this. I have a couple of 52 card Lenormand decks in my collection that I can think of off the top of my head. And yeah, so it's nice to have a new one. And so that is the Maybe Lenormand. Another Lenormand deck here. This is the Postmark Lenormand. I love these old timey Lenormand cards. This one kind of reminds me of the this deck, which I don't know if these are by the same creator or what. What you have on here are some pictures, some etchings, some paintings. It's a mix, and you know you've got the flowers, and then the playing card is just written in here: whip, jack, tower, path, and there are 4 men and women cards. So where are they? Here we have them: 2 men and 2 women. So those are these, and that's what they are. And the happy squirrel, I forgot. Yeah, it has a little happy squirrel. Came in a little tin. I love these like old timey Lenormand style decks. So excited. I love Lenormand decks, and I have many, way too many, but I I like them, and they don't take up a lot of space. So I'm always happy to have a new Lenormand deck. So there's that one. And this is the Mountain Dream Tarot, which feels similar to that Lenormand deck. This is the 40th anniversary printing of this deck. It is the first, I believe the first ever, I'm just going to keep it in order. Let's zoom in so you can, I believe this is the first ever photographic tarot deck that we know of. And it's like, you know, it walked so that the Somnia Tarot and the, what else do we have out there? The Ghetto Tarot, and now the Ebony Tarot, and there's a couple of others out there that could run, right? So it's like a time capsule. Look at these outfits. Look at these haircuts. Yeah, I kind of like this. It's just fun. As the collector in me likes this. So this is the Mountain Dream Tarot, and I'll just show you. So here are the wands in green, and the cups are kind of this red hue, and the swords are this kind of bluish hue, and then the pentacles are this black and white kind of sepia hue. So that's the Mountain Dream. So I got a couple of new books and this new playing card deck, which I think are interesting too. Now, if you saw my recent video, I just picked up a couple of new playing card decks. I've been trying and pretty much failing to learn to read with playing cards. My brain keeps wanting to revert back to tarot. I get frustrated. I quit. I get back to it. I don't practice enough. There's all kinds of things that are standing in my way. But I think every time I pick up a new deck, I'm thinking, well, maybe this one will help me. Well, maybe this one will help me. Maybe it's just not for me, but I have not given up yet. So this playing card oracles with this deck, I didn't even know this existed. I've seen this box before. I've seen this picture before, but I never really paid too much attention to it until now. But I really like this because the pictures on it really are they really go well with the way she interprets the cards. Now, the way she interprets the cards is a little different from the way I have been trying to learn to interpret them. But to be honest, it's not sticking with me anyway. So maybe I'll just change it. But I like that this describes what's on the picture and why. So you get, let me just show you, let's start at the beginning. Let's look at the table of contents. So here's the table of contents. So you can see what all is in the books and all of the things that she covers. And then when you get into the card meanings, which is just a small part of the beginning of the book, actually, it talks about the numbers, but then it also talks about what's on the card and why, and how it pertains to the meanings that she associates with, like for instance here, the 2 of diamonds. So it says If you look carefully at the illustration on this card and behold the meeting of polarities, the bald headed old man is as the sun sinking into his bed of earth, as the last moments of daylight give way to the approaching darkness. The prowling night is personified as a young female perched on a bed of sky, ready to take her turn as ruler of the heavens. Sun, moon, light, dark, age, youth, earth, sky, male, female. So we're talking about a rivalry, a competition for attention or recognition, polarities or friction, a dynamic or financial partnership, and motivation to strive for your best. So, and it goes, there's more here. I just stopped reading, but I feel like it really it's very symbolic, and that's how I think. So I think maybe this might be helpful. So at some point I'm going to do another deep dive into playing cards, and I'm going to be bringing this one along with me, along with the deck that I talked about in the last playing card video I did, and this one. So this is What Are the Cards Saying? Learning the Art and Business of Card Reading. So this one she also sent, and this one has different meanings altogether, because like if I look at the Two of Diamonds in this one, is different than the Two of Diamonds in that one. But sometimes you need the layers, right? And maybe I can go through and maybe make a journal and decide what I want them to mean. But I like this one is destiny, different from what the other book was talking about. But I think what I could do is just make that decision for myself, which one I prefer. But it's going to take practice. So, but I'm excited to have the different outlooks along with the other book to kind of bring into it when I am ready to practice. Because the truth is the only way I'm going to know um, what I want, what the cards mean for me when they come up is to practice with them and see how they come up. I'm gonna have to journal and see and make those connections in the same way that I did when I learned tarot all those years ago. I didn't do any journaling, but I definitely practiced a lot and I made those connections. And I'm like, okay, well, every time this comes up, something like this is going on or something like that's going on. And I don't practice enough with playing cards, which is, I think, why I'm having so much trouble learning them. But that's beside the point. I got some new buttons. I'm excited about this because I love a button. I don't know. I mean, I don't use these in divination with my readings. I always forget to bring them out, but I keep them in my living room because I just think they're fun. And I have like a whole new set of buttons, and now I have new ones to add to the mix. So I'm going to throw these in with my other buttons. And yeah, they're going to be a part. And I think I might put these in with my charms. It's only 6 words, but that's okay. I'm going to throw those in there. So yeah, got new buttons. Definitely adding those to the mix. Excited about that. She sent Tarot for Change. This is a book I've been wanting to read ever since I got the Change Tarot. So this is by Jessica Dore, who did the Change Tarot, and her little guidebook in there is it's very psychological and real, and I love it. And I thought, oh, I should get this book. I should get this book, and I never did. So I'm so excited to now have it. I definitely will be reading it. I'm excited to read this. So this is a book about the psychology of tarot for self-care and for self-care, acceptance, and growth. And yeah, it took it's a popular book. A lot of people talk about it all the time. So I'm sure you've heard of it, but I've never read it. So I'm excited to have it. And when I get the Change Tarot back out in the fall, probably, or the winter, maybe I will get this out and read it along with using that deck. Now that I have them both here, the book came out first and then the deck. And I'm told that the the booklet that comes in the deck is similar to this, but not, there's a lot more in this book. So I would like to read it. But yeah, so this is just, if you want to take a screenshot, you can see there. This is the Tarot for Change. Uh-oh. Oh no, do you want your bookmark back, Jamie? If you see this, let me know. I can send it back to you. Tarot for Change. And last but certainly not least, I have the Anna K Tarot that I kept. This is this indie second edition. When this was mass market, I had every opportunity to buy it and I never did. And so it went out of print on me. And of course, after that I was like, dang, I should have bought it, but I never did. And this is still available. Like, I could still get this indie. You can get this if you're interested. The indie edition is still available, but I never picked it up. But when someone sends you a gift, you look a little harder at it. And this is, even though this is something I probably never would have bought for myself, I absolutely see the appeal of this. The charm of this. I mean, just from this fool, look how charming. Look how charming she is, or he is. The characters are happy, and they look, I don't know, they just look like they have a story to tell, and I really enjoy them. I've been thumbing through it just looking at them, and I feel like they want to walk right off the cards and dance around on my table. And I like that. I like cards like that. I like decks like that. I haven't gotten into this at all. As you can see, it's still in order. It's very RWS, so I don't think I will have any trouble reading with it. I remember watching something, maybe it was Tarot Oracle doing a video where he was teaching something. I can't remember what, and he used this deck. Yeah, it must have been court cards because I remember this page very distinctly. And yeah, just so I recognize the images, a lot of them, but I never owned the deck. So I'm looking forward to working with this. It feels, oops, I shouldn't have done that. Hang on. Let's put them here so they don't get mixed up. It feels very Christmas winter kind of situation. Maybe it's because it feels so medieval. So I like this. Eight of Swords. This is iconic as well. A lot of these images are very popular and iconic images for like tarot art, you know? Look at that. Yeah, I like this. I like this a lot. It's sweet. It's fun. It kind of gives like a fairy tale, but also, you know, it's got this medieval princess kind of vibe to it. So I'm excited. It comes with a guidebook, which talks about the meaning of the cards. It doesn't look like it says anything about the imagery, but I don't know if I need it to, because to be honest, it's very RWS. So yeah, but that's the guidebook. And that is the Anna K Tarot. And that's the last deck I have here in my little box of gifts, decks and books and all kinds of goodies. Thank you to Jamie. Thank you for hanging out with me while I shared what's left from what was in the box. I really appreciate you guys being here. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more from me, you can subscribe. I release videos every few days regarding tarot and oracle, and I would love to have you. The links for everything that you saw here today will be in the description box below for anything that I can find. And until I see you guys next time, stay safe and be blessed. Bye-bye.